Hello, my beautiful friends. I tried to get here this morning, but it was just too much chaos, and I had to get out. I had an important meeting this morning. I had to get out of the house. I didn't get to read runes, and it was okay because I have off tonight. I very rarely have a night where I don't have anything planned, so I'm going to do a meditation this evening. I'm going to do some reflection, and it's a really great way to start. So I'm just going to light a candle and call the intention in for focus. I feel so disconnected from spirit lately just because I've, been so remiss in reading my runes and doing my breathing and meditating, and I feel it because I meditate a lot, and then when I don't do it at all, it just feels so, it feels so chaotic. So I'm going to center my energy and ground myself. And, if you've been watching, the last few episodes, I did I went along with paranormal investigators, and it just really, brought me back to thinking about what I think about the spirit world and what I think about that sort of activity. And I went online on YouTube and, I try to find authentic paranormal groups, but all I come across are the sensationalized ones, the ones from I don't know if it's like the Travel Channel or whatever, William Shatner and, like his thing. And, I don't like the Hollywoodizing of this stuff because I think it minimizes the legitimacy of what I think is real and true, right? So, I would love to connect with spirits, and I would love to, do that kind of work, but it seems that almost everybody that does that kind of work is like, I don't know, doing it for show, or at least that's what it looks like, when you watch these videos, and because they're all, all of that footage is edited for the show, it's a show, right? And so, you don't get the experience. And I don't know why we always think that spirits that are caught between this world and another existence are evil or demonic or bad. Maybe they're just stuck and they need our help to move on. And, and I'm just very drawn to St. Bridget's idea of helping people cross over in a positive way. And maybe they get a chance to cross over in a positive way. And in none of these videos do I see anybody trying to help these spirits cross over. It's like, let's gawk at them and let's, try to find them and let's find the most evil person. And, I'm sure there are good people that get caught between this world and another one too. Like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I need to move on because I have to fix my own energy in the world in which I live, right? So we're going to pull a rune and just see what spirit has to say because I feel so disconnected. So I'm going to call in my spirit guides, Seth and Adam, and ask them to come and be with me, pulling out all my beloved rocks, my Bridget's Cross, my Green Man, my Iona stones, which are officially a year old. I mean, they're hundreds of years old, but a year that I've had them. And where's my Icelandic stone? Should have one more in here. Okay. Alright, so asking Spirit, my guides, angels, and archangels for a message of what I should focus on in tonight's work, what I should be thinking about. I'll pull cards if I feel Spirit's calling me to do that. What should I think about? I realized right there. Laguz, which is flow. Like a river, flowing like a river. Go with the flow. Think about rivers and how they change over time because things fall in and rocks shift and water has to go around, right? Or go over top and create a rapid. And I'm always very drawn to water. When I plan a hike, there's always usually a water something from water that's included, a waterfall, a lake, a creek, something with water. Very drawn to water. And, I don't know if it's because I'm a Scorpio or what, but let's see if the cards clarify Laguz and flow. It's like, go with the flow. I'm, again, in learning mode, because I'm really learning, the paranormal stuff, which is different but similar to spiritual work. I think in spiritual work, we want to connect with spirits in a positive way, and with gratitude and love and light. And I think one of the things that bothers me about so many of these videos that I watch is that, these investigators go in and are just so aggressive. Like, show your face, John Smith. How about you, show some respect for the property and show some respect for the spirit and say thank you and be genuine. Like, would you walk into somebody's house, be all guns a-blazing? I wouldn't recommend you do that at my house because we are a Second Amendment house. So come into my house doing that, living or not, something bad's going to happen. Like, I don't know, just showing respect to the departed, I think is so important. But that doesn't seem to be the way that those things are done. If I did it, that's the way I would do it. See what Spirit has to say about Laguz. Peace Walker. Yep, peace, gentle, forward. When you're dealing with the spirit realm, be peaceful. No need to go in guns a-blazing. Even if you know spirits, you've been in a place a million times, and you know that they're going to be difficult. Maybe they're difficult just because you're always coming at them. All right, let's see. Focusing. All right, path 2. Path 3. We'll do one more pass because I accidentally shuffled the second time. Oh my gosh, all kinds of cards fell out. We got a lot. Spirit is really wanting to talk to me because I haven't been around for a while. These come out together. The Gatekeeper, the Green Man, and the Crone Fairy Godmother. Wisdom, future truth. The Green Man is nature, connection, and source. And the Gatekeeper is gatekeeper, power, and abundance. These come out together. I always say that Crone Fairy looks like my one friend, my missionary friend. These cards remind me that there is an important role to play in the spiritual community of bringing truth and logic and reason to the things that we do spiritually. Right? It's very easy to get not duped into, but to fall prey to, victim to, sort of the Hollywood, I don't think this is a word, Hollywoodization, Hollywooding of paranormal things and spiritual quests, right? There's a real inclination of, make it into a horror movie or make it scary and it's the scariest house in the world. Is it? There are some places where children live that are the scariest houses in the world, and that's among the living. You don't have to worry about the dead. You have to worry about the living. So I think the sensationalization of these events doesn't do anybody any good because it means that we can't make progress and learn more about our connection to the spirit world. I feel very confident in a connection to the spirit world that I operate in, light and love, and the energy exchanges. I know less about the in-between spaces, where energy goes when it can't find where it's supposed to go, can't find its portal, can't get to where it needs to get to, or maybe doesn't want to go to the light. Maybe it wants to stay trapped. But I think we have a duty to be filled with wisdom as we approach all of it, right? It's not a game, it's not a joke, it's not Hollywood. These are souls, and we should treat all souls with respect, regardless of how they behaved in this world, right? We need to get them to the light. Herbalist and Gwyneth, the mother, nurture, and present. Again, just again, being wise in this space. The green fairy is mischief, reckless. This card always means like have a little bit of fun. So that's a reminder from Spirit for me not to be so serious and not to have fun. Oak is doorway, strength, and journey. The green woman, and remember the green man came out, feminine nature, oneness. And then that very first card, Peace Walker. Always very connected because my spiritual gifts always deal with end of life kind of things and people who are crossing over or crossed over. And I'm always drawn to the figure of Bridget because Bridget, the historical figure, she became a Christian, but her father was still a Druid, and she sat with him as he was dying, making Bridget's crosses, and converted him to Christianity or helped him convert to Christianity before he died. And I always think that, what a beautiful reminder, that we can help people with whatever tradition. And I'm not saying that you have to convert people to Christianity, but, we have an ability to be with people as they're making their transition from this physical meat suit to whatever's next. And it's an honor and it's a privilege, and there are some ethical obligations and guidelines that we should follow, right? And yeah, I feel like going to it was like a reminder from Spirit, having the opportunity to go because it kind of came out of the blue. It's just an opportunity for me and a reminder from Spirit that I have much more to learn and much more to do because I'm trying to bring ethics and clarity and legitimacy to this kind of work. And that's, that's sort of been my thing since day one. It hinders me, which is the freedom card is reminding me to make sure that I have fun. But all of the cards point to this idea that I need to remember that my mission is to help people use logic and reason and not just like, oh, that's cool, I want to be part of the cool thing. I want to do all the cool things. I want to do all the cool things. I want to be all the cool things. I want to be, me. It's not about me. It's not about the meat suit. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about light and love and connecting that energy. Remember, energy is neither created nor destroyed. So I have heart healing, helping people heal through transitions out of these meat suits and the people who are left behind, and boundaries. It's like standing stone, one of the tall crosses, and just a reminder that, there are boundaries between these realities and existences, and we have to respect them. And the boundaries are beautiful. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. But you need to be strong. You need to be strong in what you believe to help others, right? So you have to decide, like, is this journey about you? Or is your journey about others? Or is your journey, what is your journey? And what is the terminus of your journey? Where are you headed? Where are you going? Where does your river end? Does it never end? Right? So I think that's what I'm going to go write about. What's the terminus? And how do I just live with the flow to get there without being so dogmatic, but also not being disrespectful? So I'm wishing you all the best in light and love. Be well. I have some unboxings I might do later. I have a wee box here. I have a spirit. Got my last spirit thing box. And somebody sent me magical mail today, and I can't wait to open it. But I needed to do this first. So, wishing you all the best in light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.